being thrown. They're like spreading gas, and the raptors run away. And you see this boy in leaves come up, and he saves Alan. They walk into this big thing, and it turns out it's the son they were looking for. And they kind of like talk to each other, and he says he's writing his book, and just it was basically that part. And then this part's just like William and his wife, they're trying to look for Alan, and then they hear this phone, like the phone they were using whenever they were in a plane to call someone. I didn't talk about that part, but they run toward it, and there's this big gate that kind of splits them up because William and his wife, meet up with their son. They're just happy to see him. Then they hear the phone again. They're like, I thought you had it. And then they turn around. Apparently, you see the Spinosaur, and the phone's inside him because when he ate that one guy at the beginning, he had the phone in his hand. And so they start running, and they find a way, this like little hole in the bottom, and the Spinosaur, I can't get them. They think they made it. Well, Billy is also with William and his wife. And then the Spinosaurus, like, breaks through the gate. They run into this, like, steel thing with these tiny doors, which could easily be broken. But, no, the Spinosaurus can't break through them. And, this part's just, like, them meeting up. They're just talking, and, Billy shows Grant that he stole 2 eggs. Smart. I don't know how a paleontologist could make a decision as stupid as that when you think about it. But, Alan's like, why would you do that? Now raptors are going to be chasing after us. Well, this part's like, they're on this foggy kind of place, and they're, like, walking on these bridges, and all of a sudden you see a pteranodon. It's kind of freaky looking. This thing just starts walking up out of nowhere and out of the fog. And, he starts running, and the pteranodon catches, I forgot his name, but, he puts the kid by, like, a nest of baby pteranodons, and this part's just, trying to, get his son, and also try to escape the pteranodons, but, Billy gets this, what they were using at the beginning of the movie, like, parachute, and, he gets the boy and he saves him, but the pteranodons like catch him, and they fall into this river because they tore apart his glider, and Billy gets like attacked by 2 pteranodons, and you see one like turn around and look at Alan. That's just freaky. Like, they're just like freaky looking. I don't know, but on your nose. And they start running away, and manage to escape, but Billy's not with them. And this part, like, they're trying to like look, and you see the brachiosaurs and ankylosaurs and stegosaurs just for like 15 seconds, and it's just like, showing dinosaurs are mystical and everything. The brachiosaurs look nothing like they did in the first movie. Or second, I will say that. They're like teeth, they look like predators with their teeth and everything. It's freaky looking. But then, they start, because, when they escaped, they made it on this boat, and they were just sailing across. Then it turns, like, tonight, it's a little foggy, and then they hear a phone, and, it's apparently in a pile of just manure, from the Spinosaur, and they grab the phone out of there because they were trying to dig for it. Then you see, I don't know what its name is, but it's one of those dinosaurs. It's a predator, and, it's got the horn on here, and it goes to, like, eat them, but they smell like crap, basically, and then it walks away. Now, this part, I wish they switched the T-Rex and that dinosaur parts. Like, that dinosaur could have been killed by a Spinosaur, and the T-Rex could have just made like a short little part and still not died. But nope. Then they're trying to call him, but like they can't exactly get a signal or something. But then the Spinosaur finds him again because for some reason I can't let it go with these people. But the Spinosaur, it finds them and they like hide in this cage. And the Spinosaur like grabs them and they go underwater. And apparently like right there, Grant like finds a way to call his Ellie Santler, and she apparently like she knows something's wrong because like the phone hangs up and like he's screaming on the phone, and so this part's they're trying to escape the cage. They do manage to, and Grant finds a flare gun under the water, and they all find a way to the surface, and you see William, he's trying to, like, I don't know what he's doing, he's, like, climbing a big tower. Grant shoots it and catches everything on fire, and the Spinosaur, like, he's kind of surrounded, so he doesn't know what's going on, and the Spinosaur retreats. But as he does, he, like, knocks over I think it was, like, a crane he was using to try and distract the Spinosaur. But, he falls in, his wife and her son think he's dead, and they, like, he comes up, they all, like, hug each other, and, like, it's over. Then, like, it's just this part where them three as a family are just talking to each other. And, then Dr. Grant comes, and, all of a sudden the three raptors come. And, they're like, what are they doing here? And, Grant knows, like, he's like, telling him to give William's wife the bag because apparently the raptors are sniffing her. So she like gives him Liang's, and the raptors like, and Grant uses this raptor call thing. I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but Billy made up this like horn or something where you blow into and makes a raptor noise, and Dr. Grant was using that, like he was blowing into it, and the raptors take the eggs, and they leave, and then they hear this helicopter. They look and you see this guy in a suit, and he's like, Dr. Alan Grant, he's like, yes, and then you see a bunch of military and Navy people coming to rescue them. And they get on the helicopter, and Grant notices that they found Billy. I don't know how that happened. How did they find the guy? Did he manage to, escape the Pteranodons and find his way to where they were? I'm not too sure. But, he's just on, like, a bed because he's hurt from the... And, while they're, like, flying away, you see Pteranodons are just all flying towards apparently the city, and that's gonna work out, isn't it? Nope. And it just ends like that. Now, it is an okay movie. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I can watch it. But the things that ruin it for me are, one, the Spinosaur. I love the Spinosaurus. He's my second favorite dinosaur, but Jurassic Park, T-Rex is a face. In Jurassic World, T-Rex is a face in that. Jurassic World, it shows a T-Rex again. You don't see that. Because with Jurassic Park, you gotta have the T-Rex as a big face. It's like, with, like, Godzilla or something, like, he's always the face, you gotta have him as a big thing. You can't just replace him with something. But, yeah, that's one problem. I've already explained my biggest problem is the T-Rex. Why they... And thing that really ticks me off is watching the making of this movie. A paleontologist, Jack Horner, calling the T-Rex a freaking scavenger. Are you retarded? I'm sorry, but seriously, no. T-Rex, they don't. If you call a dinosaur the king of the dinosaurs, it's not. You don't call him a scavenger. You call him a predator. T-Rex was a predator. The only times he probably was a scavenger is whenever he'd probably just find a dead dinosaur lying somewhere and he couldn't find anything else. You don't call, like, that just, and I hated when I'm talking about the fight between the T-Rex and Spinosaur. All they're doing is bragging about the Spinosaur being better. Shut up. You don't know nothing. William H. Macy, go home. You don't know nothing about the T-Rex. I forgot his name, but, he was, I think he was, like, the special effects guy. He was kind of, like, talking, saying, the Spinosaur literally does this. Shut up. I'm sick of people. I know the Spinosaur is a great dinosaur, but he is not the king, okay? Yes, this is a rant, but I'm just trying to get it through some people's thick heads. I'm not calling anybody stupid for liking the Spinosaur. It's just that I've been a fan for T-Rex my entire life. Since I was little, and when you like someone when you're little, and you still like them today, it's a part of you. Just like, growing up with something, you grew up with this, and you like it this much, and someone comes around saying, well, this is better, you're gonna try and back it up. Like, people saying this is better than the T-Rex, well, I've liked the T-Rex my entire life, so I'm gonna back him up. This is why. This is probably my biggest rant so far I've had, but, I mean, I just get so aggravated with people. Like I said, I'm not calling anybody stupid, everyone has their own opinion, but I'm just trying to tell you I'm a fan of the T-Rex, like, Goji Fan 1993 being a huge fan of 84. Someone saying something's better than 84, he'd probably try to back 84 up. It's just using an example. So I'm just trying to say that I'm not mad at anyone for liking Spinosaur. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm just trying to say that if you guys are mad at me for I'm not hating anybody, any Spinosaurus fans. I'm just trying to back up this guy because I liked it for my entire life. I still have this T-Rex I've had since I was 2 because it's just something I've had since my childhood and I want to keep it. My nose is running again. But, yeah, that's just my big